It's still the political season, and we've seen a lot of manifestos from different political candidates from different parties showing us what they intend to do when they get into office. But top of this are the questions of what the youth stand to benefit when it comes to giving power to these people and how it impacts the economy generally. And we have, excuse me, still with us right here, Dr. Dayakayede. Thank you for staying with us.
It's my pleasure being with you all the time.
Yeah. So apparently, most of these political parties, Labour, APC, NNPP, PDP, they've all been talking about empowering the youth. But how believable are these talks or manifestos showing that the youth would be involved when it comes to participating in their governments?
Okay. When you looking at governance, there are 3 levels: the federal, the state, the local government. Now the question is, where exactly are these youths domicile? How many of them are in Abuja? Those in Abuja, when you take a kind of population analysis, the population analysis, you will find out that all of them are from different states. Okay? All of them are from different states. That is to say, the youth in Abuja, which is the federal capital, is not up to 10% of the whole youth in Nigeria. If that is taken, let us come to Lagos. Okay, let's leave Lagos. Let us go to somewhere like Abeokuta. Or somewhere like capital of Kogi State again, Lokoja, or Port Harcourt, or Enugu. When you take the population of those youths there in the whole state, what is the percentage that stays in that state capital? It's still very, very low. So that means these youths we are talking about, they are localized. Are you with me? These youths we are talking about, they are localized. So when you are now talking of empowering the youths, your thinking has to also be localized. Even when you are saying you want to establish industry, you want to this, you want to that, they will be within a particular locality. So that means it has to be localized. So anybody telling me about I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do that, when it's not localized in terms of allowing the local government to take charge of so many things.
You're talking about local government.
Exactly. Then you are not talking of anything. For me, I have raised this issue on so many platforms. I will have mentioned somebody that is even talking about localization now. If you won't say I am campaigning.
No, don't.
Which you are, no, everybody has seen it. I'm sorry, I just have to give the analogy. And on which some people are now copying. I saw somebody again in the north copying it. Look at Olajide Adediran in Lagos State. Now going from one word to the other. You know why? Because he wants to feel what is happening in the locality, not in Alausa. Because how many of them, the whole of Alausa, can he occupy the whole youth in Lagos State? No. So what I'm saying is, any presidential candidate, I know, presidential candidates cannot go to the local governments, the 779 local governments in the country, yes. But when you are talking, your manifesto must be pivoted on local government autonomy, because whatever you want to do for the youth and the ultimate Nigerian to enjoy dividends of democracy, It has to be localized.
We have to wrap up quickly,
okay.
but we know that there's an interesting conversation around that in the National Assembly, where the bill for the local government autonomy was rejected by the state
houses
of assembly. And you need 2/3 of the states to pass that bill.
Because the body language of the promoters were dangling in between. They were looking at, if this thing is being allowed, will they still be holding on to governance?
But is it about them or the governors?
They talk, it's about all of them to put together. All of them
Because
put together.
the governors are the ones who benefit more from the status quo of local governments not being autonomous.
Listen.
Especially financially.
Yes. If the president and the National Assembly are very, very serious about it, they know what to do.
Well, they're serious.
Force it on the government.
No, not forcing. That's what we call politicking.
You expect them to lean on
And when it comes to
governors?
politicking, it involves discussions. It involves a kind of a give and take. All right? Because in politics, the moment you are there, you don't want to leave. So it has to be a way of give and take. It also involves pushing. It involves pushing. Okay, listen. President Muhammadu Buhari signed an executive order as regards local government financial autonomy. And he also empowered NFIU to oversee all those things happening. Did he follow it up? Because at the end of the day, was that executive order, was it in place?
So you are trying to
So
say
what I'm saying is,
okay,
if you are determined, Bob Marley said, may so rest in peace, where there is a will,
There's a way.
there will always be a way.
We'll end it on that note because we're pressed for time. Thank you so much, Dr. Dayo Kayode, political technocrat, for the interesting, enlightening, and educative contribution as always. Thank you very much.
Thank you for twisting your tongue for all that.
We'll wrap up now with the quote of the day, and that is by Les Brown. Too many of us are not living our dreams because we are living our fears. Indeed, they are clashing, elements. Yes. Dreams and fears cannot work together. If you want to achieve your dreams, you have to let go of your fears.
Apparently, sometimes there will be doubts, but you just have to keep pushing.
Be deft. You have to be deft in it.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Quite put succinctly. We'll wrap up on that note. Thank you so much for being a part of iBrand Daybreak. My name is Omobolanle Adeshi. Wishing you a productive day. Bye for now.
To have a great day. I'm Samson Olede.